This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude.
And I have to warn everyone, warning, what you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
And I appreciate all contributions, and I should say this up front. Contributions are very appreciated, but not mandatory. I'm just cool and happy to be able to stream and share my live gameplay experiences with you every day.
We start off with Golden Colts, who I believe cheered, let's see, he cheered yesterday. He said, can you unban Kazuta? No. We move on. Uzi Gohart tipped me $1. He said, did you get mad in NYC Furby's chat? No. I seriously don't even know what you're talking about unless you're blowing out of proportion something that happened like 6 to 8 months ago. Which, honestly, I don't even remember the whole situation besides, I think I'd gone in there watching tournament footage and I made a joke about Street Fighter V, to which, like, this one stream viewer got, like, super butthurt and started personally insulting me publicly on the chat, like, saying personal insults about me.
KP said Darkside Phil is an ugly goon.
I was like, what the fuck is this guy's problem? And, at that point, basically, I was like, I'm not gonna put up with this, and I just kicked the guy from the chat or whatever.
Unleash the beast. Toxic. Oh.
I didn't want to put up with it. And then I guess there was some drama behind the scenes where my haters went and started messaging our, Furby, MIC Furby, his name's Arturo. Started messaging him about how Phil was kicking users and stuff and all this shit. In reality, I just don't care about it. And I think what happened is because I was hosting Arturo's streams, my trolls were starting to, like pour over to his streams, which is not a good thing. You know, this guy is a legitimate guy who's always been a part of the competitive Street Fighter community. He's a huge supporter. He's trying to do positive stuff. The last thing he needs is assholes coming over there and trying to start drama and shit, which is so dumb. You know, how rarely do I even watch anything in the fighting game community, but they try to cause drama. So I basically just stopped paying attention to it, and I stopped going to his streams, and I stopped everything. Now, in the meantime, people were like, oh, Phil, did you know you were demodded and all that? No, I didn't even know. I don't care. I stopped hosting him on purpose because I was being told that my trolls were going over there and causing problems.
No, I mean, just think about anyone who would just sit there complaining constantly about something, right?
And I stopped watching his streams because I didn't want that to pour over. It's kind of similarly to a couple years ago. There was a couple streamers who I was doing the same thing. I was hosting them, and I was joining their streams, and I was told that my trolls were basically going to them and being toxic to them. And I said, well, I'm not gonna have that. You know, that's not right. They don't deserve that. I mean, certainly I don't fucking deserve it, but I'm not gonna have other people now be negatively affected because my trolls are fucking no-life, mentally ill people.
Ah, the salty tears.
Who just want to permeate the entire internet with disgusting venom. I'm not gonna have that happen, so I just stopped going over to other people's streams. You'll notice I'm never on anyone else's stream anymore on purpose to not cause problems. Alright? So, you know, that's pretty much all I could say. That's exactly what happened, and it sucks that I can't, people, why doesn't Phil have, relationships and interactions with other streamers? Honestly, that's why. Because when this shit happens, stupid shit that has nothing to do with reality. People will create artificial situations, blow shit out of proportion, and basically just try to cause problems for everybody that don't exist. So I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to have that nonsense, carry over to other people's streams. They don't deserve that. Okay? So that's that. It's that simple. All right?
The biggest moron on YouTube doing drama shit.
That Anonymous cheered, 119 bits. He says, common sense is for nerds. Yeah, nerds. No, common sense is for mature people. Sadly, a lot of the people who watch this kind of stuff on the internet are not very mature, and that's the problem.
Breathe.
It's true that the world changes, culture changes, right? And what's happened is we have this anonymous culture now of people who, in real life, have no power, but they feel that they can now have power on the internet by fucking with people, And that's sad, because it ruins people's lives, it ruins people's livelihood. It really hurts people concretely when you harass the shit out of people with zero repercussions. And the thing is, there's nothing to stop it. People, oh, it's just childish antics. Yeah, until actually what it does is it screws with people's livelihood, it takes away business opportunities, it's fucked up. And people do it all the time, it's messed up stuff, man. Well, you're right, the common sense eludes some people that this is a waste of their time and they should go on and do something else, They think that's actually a good use of their time and shit, right? Pretty dumb.
Okay, I'm indoctrinated. Sounds good.
Kate has cheered 95 bits. Says, Phil, I call the trolls internet gangsters. They talk so much shit online, but when you see them in real life, they don't do shit. No, here's the difference. You just don't see them in real life. Because that is the benefit and the enabling that these people do, is they basically make it so that they do things that are completely safe because there's no consequences for it. If there were real life consequences for the things they did online, they wouldn't do them. Which is why these people would never, like, for example, I'll give you a perfect example here. Years ago, the Creatures, anyone remember the Creatures? Were doing a big fundraiser, a big charity event, all right? And they wanted to raise a lot of money for a good cause. While they're doing this event, asshole trolls swatted them at their offices, completely ruining the charity event. Because the stream had to go down, they had to spend half the day with the police. Apparently, it was so bad they had to evacuate, like, a local school and shit. Like, terrible, terrible stuff going on. Alright? Now, in real life, do you think that a single one of the people, like this guy who swatted them, would he have actually gone and done anything to them in real life? Of course not. Of course not. But because I'm on the internet, I can do something completely anonymous that concretely hurts you and hurts others, and there's no repercussions for it. They never found the guy who did it. So there you go. You see what I mean? And that's the difference, is these people would never do stuff in real life because they're doing it because it's anonymous. The internet is a disgusting, toxic place when it comes to that stuff. There's really no policing that kind of stuff at this point. Now, the difference is, in years since then, a couple swatters have been caught and incarcerated, which is good. That's a good thing. It means that people are finally seeing there's consequences for your actions. But that being said, these people you would never meet them in real life. They would never do that. The whole idea of internet trolling is that it's a cultural thing where you're anonymous. You don't get caught out for it. You don't get in trouble for it, right? You know, it's a whole other thing of, it's basically crime to do that in real life. In, you know, anything that they do online like this, to do it in person, you go to jail. So, you know what I mean? It's not, to me, it's not that, oh, when you see them in real life, they don't do shit. You just don't see them in real life. You know, you would never do that. It's the anonymity of the internet and the public broadcasting on the internet that allows people to be vulnerable. You see what I mean? Do you want to play the fucking game? Chewbacca cheers. Have you ever got your hands on the guy that swatted you years back? Would you beat the living shit out of the coward or call the police? No, I'd rather have him go to jail. Because beating the shit out of someone is temporary pain that goes away, and then they kind of forget. Going to jail goes on your permanent record, completely fucking up your life, and can make it so that you can never get employed again. It has, like, longing repercussions, and it teaches you your lesson. So, I would say jail would be what I would want. Just get the guy get caught and be punished to the extent of the law.
I don't want to put my hands on anyone. Trust me, I'm 37 years old. I'm in no position where I feel like fighting people. I don't care. I'm way too mature for that. Oh my god! That was great! Oh my god! I can't stop laughing! Super pussy.
Yeah, when I was a young hothead idiot in my early 20s, I probably would say, let's fight. You know, I'm not a moron anymore. I have a wife, I have a life. I don't have time for that immature shit. I just want them to get caught and get prosecuted for breaking the law. That's it. Golden Colts cheered. Said, if you lived in medieval times and there was no medieval Twitch streaming, what would your profession be? I think I would make knives in a small hut. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. That's a silly question because it's a hypothetical that I have no idea. What would my capabilities be? Would I have access to education to learn a trade? Was I born a serf? Or was I born a peasant? Was I born in the nobility? You know, you can't answer that question. Because the bottom line is, in modern times, we basically have the ability to kind of choose our profession. In a lot of cases. In a lot of cases, we don't. But then you had no choice. It was basically what was your life situation? What were you born into? And you're kind of stuck, right? So there you go. My answer is there cannot be an answer because there would be too many factors to consider.
Well, yeah, basically no one learns common sense anymore. No one, it's like people they stay stupid. They just stay dumb and keep doing dumb shit.
And I'm not just going to make up a silly answer. Golden Colt says, assume you were a commoner like most people. I'd probably be a shit scooper. I would follow the horses around scooping their shit. And then use the manure, sell the manure for a profit. There you go, I'd be a shit scooper. Philip is a given name derived from the Greek Philippos. There it is, Philippos. Okay. Philippos.
Yeah, I think it either means like lover of animals or lover of horses. It's a weird thing. If you look at the roots of my name, it means a few different things depending on the translation.
So, what
lover
has
of
caused
animals.
this man's
Eternal Napalm just cheered. Could you imagine giving money to and wasting hours of your life on someone you despise? These people are dumb. Yeah, I mean, pretty brain dead. I don't even know what else to say about it. Like, I don't even understand. What's the rationale of it? Like, this person who troll tipped $1. No one saw their message. No one cares. I'm not gonna read it. It just doesn't make any logical sense. It's like you have an empty brain, an empty hole where your brain should be. I'm lost.
Oh my god, I'm toxic. I'm fucked. I'm dead.
Vote Democrat just did a 122-bit cheer. Says, I just got back from McDonald's.
McDonald's has now accepted my job application.
2 for $4 sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffins. Hype, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
Please tip me. I'm still in a situation where I'm massively overdrafted on my bank account. I need help. And even with all the money now that's coming in for this Twitch payment, at this point, I've been so overdrawn for like multiple days that it's going to end up being a big detriment. Give me your money. That was me trying to find a way to keep the interest of an audience that I knew was very fickle. This immature teenagers ate that shit up like spaghetti. They slurped it up. They loved it. He's a scammer. He's a history of scamming. I'm some kind of a habitual scammer. I'm a scammer. I scammed people out of money. Every time Phil says that he needs money, he's scamming you. What pasta do you prefer? I prefer a penne. Oh! Easy to eat. Oh! Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. Phil's a scammer. DSP is a thief. DSP is a greedy fuck.
This guy's a bitch.
I have a micro penis. Alright, I'm not dead, but I swear to God I wish I fucking was.